My name is Jorge Del Valle. I'm originally from Chile, been working at BlackRock for 12 years. I've been lucky enough to have been covering Latin American clients for all of that time. I've lived, of course, in Chile. I'm originally from there. I was born and raised there. Lived in Colombia. I lived in Mexico City for 2 years, and now I live in New York. And I'm the head of what we call the portfolio management group at BlackRock, which is all active strategies that we manage on behalf of our clients at BlackRock. Active investing is the science when it comes to investing of being active, and that what really means is having investment professionals picking the right stocks, the right bonds, or the combination of those for your investment portfolios. I would argue that today it's a great time to consider active investment. Why? Because it's true that it's never been easy to navigate markets, but I would argue that today it's even a little bit harder to navigate markets. Why? We're living in an era of higher inflation, which has triggered central banks to change their monetary policies, and that has created a lot of volatility in markets. Now, volatility tends to be a word that has a negative connotation. When we say volatility, people are like, volatility not that good. However, from an investment standpoint, we like volatility. Volatility to us is a synonym of opportunities. Why? Because when there's volatility, there's dispersion in the markets. Dispersion means that there are stocks that are doing really well, and maybe stocks that are not doing that well. And as an active manager, we like picking the stocks that are doing very, very well. So why consider mutual funds? Why consider active investment today? Well, one, because the market is helping us as active investors to pick those stocks, there's dispersion. And two, because active strategies can help you also mitigate risks in your portfolio. Every time that when you buy an active strategy or a mutual fund, right, you have a group of stocks or a group of bonds which enhance diversification and mitigate risks in your portfolio. So in summary, return enhancer and risk diversification. So active mutual funds or mutual funds are an investment vehicle that provides you access to global markets. So think of a mutual fund. You buy a mutual fund, right? Or you consider a mutual fund into your investments, and the mutual fund has inside a group of stocks or a group of bonds or a combination of both, which is what we call multi-asset. Those stocks and those bonds are picked by investment professionals every time they're trying to pick the stocks that they think they're gonna outperform the market, and they're not picking the stocks or the bonds that they think that they're gonna underperform the market. So a mutual fund, it's not other than an investment vehicle that provides you as a Brazilian access to global markets, where inside of that investment vehicle, there's gonna be different stocks, different bonds with the objective of achieving an investment outcome for your portfolio. So a motor portfolio is a group of investment vehicles. So as I said before, a mutual fund is one investment vehicle, and a motor portfolio, it's a group of investment vehicles that could be a mutual fund or ETFs, which we tend to think of more as a portfolio. So for example, if I were to tell you, you have 100 reais today and you need to invest those globally, maybe you don't know where to go. Would you invest in the US? Would you invest in Europe? Would you invest in the tech sector? Would you invest in healthcare, right? A motor portfolio, it's a portfolio managed by professionals that are picking those underlying investment vehicles like mutual funds, like ETFs, in order to achieve an investment outcome. So there's a few key benefits that I would argue that Brazilian clients and global clients actually could benefit from. The first one is access. Many times as a person, you don't have access to global markets. Through a motor portfolio, through a portfolio invested by professionals, you can access different markets across the globe. The second one is diversification. As I said before, motor portfolios are a group of investment vehicles. So you can think of like inside of your motor portfolio, you will have different exposures to different parts of the world. You'll have US equities, European equities, you'll have fixed income here in Brazil, outside of Brazil. So really the exposure that you're gaining and that diversification, it's a second key benefit for an investor. And the third one, and very important, it's low cost. Motor portfolios tend to be low cost. And again, when you combine access, exposure, diversification, and low cost, that's a portfolio that could benefit you as an investor. From a Brazilian standpoint, a motor portfolio can help you diversify in your exposure. Think of the risk you're taking today as a Brazilian. Most likely your salary is in reais. You work for a company that has Brazilian exposure. Your mortgage is here in Brazil. So when you become an investor, not just a saver, but when you become an investor, sometimes you want to diversify your assets, your risk. A motor portfolio can help you as a Brazilian to invest internationally. Of course, it's great to have exposure to Brazil, but you already have a lot of that as a Brazilian. A motor portfolio can help you gain access to other markets, to other stocks. So, for example, when you read in the news that the tech sector is booming, or healthcare, right, or AI, or big data, or all those concepts, a motor portfolio can help you as a Brazilian gaining those exposures and diversifying your portfolio today. Really excited to be here, really excited to be doing more with Brazilian investors. And please, if you have any other questions, visit our BlackRock website. Thank you.